Hello and welcome to today's news. Today we'll discuss what has made K3 Soju and Dank Memes famous top TFT players called TFT uncompetitive and for fun, and also what people like Mort have replied to show that his game is the best. Stay tuned to find out why. So we have this post made, which was basically the start of it all, and we will check out what the two players have said. Let's start with Soju, and in the end, we'll also give my take and explain what take you should have on the subject.
Jinx. It was Scuttle Puddle into Warwick's Hunger into Jace's, I don't even know, Jace's Workshop or something. I don't know what the fuck is even called. I don't know. Into Mbessa, into Victor's Vision, into Mel's Blessing. Yeah, the game's really competitive, guys. It's really competitive. Great game, man. Like, bro, like at Riot Games, please, man. Like, if you even care about competitive players at all, like, bro, like the thing is, this time I feel like I'm not even more than I usually am, because like it's just been like this for 5 years, man. Or like not 5 years, 5 sets. They just don't care. But I mean, if you guys want to show any like I don't even know what it's called, token of caring, just please, just bring back voting on TR. That's it. Or just surely the TR client is different. We are playing on a different client for what, man? For what? Is it competitive? Is it competitive? Are these portals competitive where they just eliminate? I mean, I already went on the rant.
Yeah, so basically, he's complaining about the portals and the very uncompetitive ones, like Jace's portal that gives you an artifact anvil, or Mel's blessing where you get the big reward at low HP, and also especially Warwick maybe. Then we can also see Dank Memes, the second blamer of TFT being luck and terrible right now with the portals. Let's hear what he has to say.
I think it is reasonable that, and I think I can reasonably say that I speak for the vast majority of the TFT community when I say that these portals existing in a competitive game is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. It is not competitive. Everybody knows it. Even the people at Riot, I can't speak for them, but I doubt they think it's competitive either. This needs to be fixed. You have people laughing at the competitive scene. You have people laughing at the TFT competitive scene. They say it's a joke. They say it's all luck. They say the player who hires the hardest wins. And normally, it's not true. Normally, it's not true. In most games, the player who plays the best wins, or the player who plays the best will have the highest average placement. But in these for fun portals, Warwick, Mbessa, Jace, all that goes out the window. I feel like, this is just my feeling, I'm not speaking for anyone, but I feel like it is disrespectful to the players to even have this be an option in the final lobby of a competitive tournament.
Yeah, so as you hear, basically the same take. These are terrible portals, I think, and they should for sure remove them or like create a second tournament realm or something to not have them in the game. It's just embarrassing having, and like it's not competitive, it becomes luck. We can't have that. So we also have Kade. We're also gonna see, of course, the opponents against it soon. But let's start with the people complaining. Then we see what the opponents say. So Kade, he's super often rank 1 OC, did great in a tournament. Let's see what he did. Said, played 19 of Tactician's Cup. Oh, 19 games of Tactician's Cup, and 13 of the games were for fun encounters? Huh? 5 Mel's Blessings, 3 triple Prismatic, 2 Scuttle slash Crab, 1 loot, or yeah, 1 loot sub, Jace's Workshop, and Warwick. Huh? XD? Bring back portals at least, please. So he wants the voting back at least. Yeah, so basically the same reasoning here. So we have 3 top players, 2 NA ones, 1 OC, and probably many more that have this feeling but don't really post about it. Then we have Mortog, basically the biggest hater of this, of course. I mean, he doesn't think TFT sucks like this, does he? Of course not. But so what did he answer to Beppo? Beppo basically says, if we're sticking to knowing or with encounters, no vote, I would love to see more low variance encounters be included to the mix. 3 1-cost champions, 1 3-cost champion, ascending augment, 7 gold start, and a few more he probably doesn't mention, but yeah, he wants augment like this. And we have Mortog answer. I would say that I would say what is more important is finding ones everyone can be excited about. I think things like Prismatic Start, Scuttle Puddle, and even Vi, which gives two components, are examples of good, and we should seek out more of those. I don't think we should revert to ones players don't enjoy at a wide scale. So, basically, he's saying that, and he also has a longer clip. I'm not going to show it here because it's like 3-4 minutes long. But he says that some of the encounters may actually be out of tune. Like something like Warwick is probably not the best for the game, he thinks, personally. And they'll maybe look into it, it sounds like. So he seems to say that there is a line. We shouldn't only have these kind of things that Beppo enjoys, but also things that others enjoy, and like things in the middle, like Prismatic Star, Scuttlepuddle, and Vi. I would say most competitive players would not complain about these that much. It's mainly like the Ambessa and the Warwicks that I like almost, or like a very large amount complains about and dislikes. Then lastly, we also have a very big tweet from Isa, top player from NA, who goes against what Sojo and Dutter said. Basically, he says this: in 6 games of the final day of set 12 Worlds, one trainer golem, Ambessa, one spatula game, one gold sub, one champion duplicator, two prismatic party. These were picked over golden finale, etc. by the top 8 performers in Worlds. We've all been frustrated when you load in, averaging a 5-point X on stage 1-2 in a best encounter and your tournament life is ended. But TFT players, both casuals and professionals alike, have shown that they overwhelmingly prefer high variance encounters. Portals in set 12. So when you voted, they showed this. Okay, so now I'm gonna give my take, which you should also have, the best take, of course, which is basically, and I'm gonna start saying this with that personally, like on a personal level, I agree a lot with Soja and Dank memes that, like, personally, I really don't like these uh, portals and stuff, but encounters. But I don't think like them that we should have like a different turning client or remove them all completely. I think more a bit like Mort, but I would say I have a different line. Like he says that they should have stuff like this and maybe not super obviously bad ones. But like it's a fact that Riot added Warwick after already knowing what happened like set 9 with Draven, which had the same basic like interaction as the encounter where you get gold for killing units, and it was really bad. Like they obviously know that if you get a good start then it's just gonna be like so hard to bot for. So while he may say this, like I feel like the line is drawn at the wrong point and they should have like less of these super game changing ones and maybe slightly alter them or like change them, like the Ambessa one, maybe make it a bit less random. And I say this, I don't want to remove all because I think he's says it's super poorly here. Like mentioning one final is not really relevant, I think. But in general, this like the thing he tries to say, I think, is that there are many players that do like them, even of the good ones, which I agree with, especially having played in China many sets and being challenger there. Like in those games, I would say almost always trainer golems and stuff like this got picked. Even though I didn't vote for it, it got picked. So like if people pick them there in Challenger and it's like the size of the Chinese server is basically EU and NA combined, we can't just remove them all, I think, because those are the competitive players. But we can change them and also not have the egregious ones like Warwick. That's basically my opinion. Hopefully you agree, or kinda. yeah, that's all. Next, if there comes more drama, if you want me to cover it, I can of course do so. And see you next time in the news. Peace.